Hello everyone, and welcome to the 200cc World Invitational Championships. Today is going to be one of the best days for Mario Kart you will ever watch. We will have the best players in the world competing for that World Championship title. I'm here joined by Reese. Say hello, Reese.
Hello. Yo, what up, everyone?
And I am so excited for today. There was a lot of work put into this by me and a bunch of the staff that helped me out with this. And I just want to get straight into it. So here are the rules for how this tournament is going to work. So we have 3 rounds of round robin. Each group has 6 players. We are playing an FFA where each group will be playing each other group. So let's take red for example. So red will be playing white, red will be playing black, and red will be playing blue for 1 round each. So all the 6 players in red will all be playing against each other for all 3 rounds, but they will be playing all the other players in the other 3 groups for just 1 round. And each time there's a round, we add up those points, and at the end of all 24 races, we will tally up all the points, and the top 12 scorers from all the groups will make it to the finals, and the winner of the finals becomes your 200cc World Invitational Champion. And our first POVs that we're going to be taking a look at today are Scar and XNTS. So let's take a look at Group Red. So Group Red has XNTS, Alpaco, Gabri, Zay, Pianist, and Nino. All exciting players. I cannot wait to see how XNTS plays in his first match today. And let's take a look at the next group, Group Yellow. Reese, why don't you take it away?
So we've got Trey, Luckio, Scar, Ira, Alpha, and Tyson. And obviously, all these guys are very, very good. And I'm personally very looking forward to seeing Luckio play because I've played some 200cc with him and he is very good.
Yeah, I've got to say, Luckio is super hard to play against too. I've played against almost all of these guys in 200 Lounge before, but I gotta say there are just some guys that are on another level. Luckio is one of those guys. He's definitely has a huge shot of winning the entire thing. If he's on one of his on days, it is just game over for the rest of these players. And I want to say another thing, Scar, one of those dark horse picks to win it all. Like if he's really, getting those shock dodges, if he's running it up and smoothly, outrunning those blues, I could see him winning it all as well. I mean, there's plenty of players that could just, shock us and completely blow us out of the water. Reese, what tracks are you expecting here from these guys?
So I think it really depends like who gets first because obviously a lot of these guys they have like their specialty tracks that they're just like different like a different level on. But I think seeing a lot of DLC coming out, I guess a lot of these guys feel confident. That maybe they have the edge over someone else. So I think we will see a lot of DLC coming out here, especially the Wave Fives.
And
And
I think
it looks like
that's the way to give yourself the biggest edge, because those came out the most recently. So if you have more practice on them compared to, you know, 4 or 5 years of experience that you could acquire, it's going to be, a bigger skill gap that you could potentially have. But we're going to start with X and TS. Obviously, one of the best 200 players in the world. I think he's the only player to hit Grandmaster in this season of Lounge. So let's see how he does.
starting in a bottom spot, so let's see how quickly he's able to catch up, and already we see him coming up to 6.
Yeah, this track is driven a lot differently than in 150, but you can kind of feel the lines. Are they have a similarity, but they're not the same. You know what I mean? Like when you watch an XTS drive, it's obvious he knows what he's doing. So we're gonna Oh my goodness. Pianist is on Cloud Car in third
Oh
place.
my.
That guy's crazy. But yeah, also the meta of course has changed a lot since the booster course pass. As we take a look at Scar, everyone here for the most part is on Yoshi Teddy or Yoshi
Mhm.
class on Teddy. So Birdo is also included in that Peach as well. But we saw Pianist is on a Clown Car, which I recently got buffed in Wave 5. Oh, that bomb almost connecting
Oh,
onto Scar. But yeah, Lucky's already got a pretty big break in first, and I'm interested to see if there's any blue outruns, in the
oh,
DLC
of
tracks that
course.
I don't know about because the only ones I know about are the ones from like waves 1 and 2. There's the blue shell. I
Yeah.
wonder if you can outrun it on this turn here. Let's see. Of course, the blue does lag on the minimap a lot. We're gonna have to see if he actually
Mhm.
spins out. He
Oh, he
does.
does get hit there.
Zake takes over first.
With triple greens, it looks like first is going to be Zay's. Is
Yeah,
he going
but
to try
Scar
and hit
holding on to
Scar it?
second.
No. Good start from Zay and Scar.
Late
Shot
stock.
coming in last minute.
I think X and D has actually got a bottom spot to start off, so not the best start you want if you're. I think he's Choco Pero. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's right.
Coming in at seventh.
So not the start you want if
It's,
you're X and TS, but you have 24 races to make sure you're on the right track. They have the 8 races in this round, and you combine that with the 8 races in the other 2 rounds.
yeah.
You have plenty of time to work with. Just play your game, play solid, and as long as you don't get lots of bottom
Mm,
spots, you can you know just
yeah.
get a comfortable spot and be completely fine.
Yeah, I think especially with like if you play badly in the first eight here, like you've got another two sets of eight races where you can go crazy and make like a comeback. So it's not going to come down to what we see here in the first round, but every point will be valuable.
Yeah, and I think people who this game is brutal on the mind. Like playing this game is just it's rough to deal with because you're just getting hit all the time. Sometimes you
Yeah,
can't see what you get hit, and it's really frustrating. So a lot of times, you'll see even top players that will tilt and really not play at their best for those
yeah,
races. And those 3 rounds of 8 races are really going to give those players enough time to recalibrate and really reset
yeah,
themselves so that they can play better in those other rounds.
absolutely. I mean, especially in 200 when like it's known that 200 is a lot laggier and you can just get trailed by someone that's like two people behind. So I guess having a good mindset is probably going to be a good thing to have, especially if you're going to be playing 24 races of it.
Yeah.
So
But Accents, yes. Starting in seventh, already back into
mm,
second. This track is a lot different compared to 200cc, compared to something like Squeaky Clean Sprint, where it's pretty similar, where you just don't include as many hops. This
yeah.
is a whole different ball game. Lucky, you're already pulling a bomb in first.
Ooh, and he's trailing it. He's probably just hold on to it and try and scare X and TS.
Yeah, I wonder if XMTS is ever gonna throw this red. Maybe he might throw it after the Nisk, perhaps. Oh, he's gonna go.
Right.
Oh, of course you don't take the Nisk on 150. Duh.
Oh, see Zay coming
I
up here.
forgot about that. Yes. Okay, he does ride the bomb, but I don't know where it went. Does he still have it? Oh,
Oh,
getting
Zay.
taken out by
Oh,
something. And
oh,
I don't know where Luckio
left
went,
field.
but suddenly we see
X
XMTS
and
at
TS
first
is
on the
in
horn.
first.
Scar right
Scar right
behind him.
behind with a red. There is a boomerang, I think, in third. So Scar's got to be careful here.
Yeah, especially with that last throw. The boomerangs and fires are not as good in 150cc as good in 200cc as they are on 150. But that last throw on the boomerang, and with enough spam of the fire, you could still get taken out. And XNTS is getting blue, but he
Yeah.
has a horn. He's going to be able
Oh,
to
he
use it right on
does.
this turn right here. Maybe take out Nino.
Looks
Does
like first
not.
could be his. Oh, he
Bomb
gets
for
the
the
bomb.
end, and he
What a
gets the
pull.
bomb off on
Oh,
Nino. Oh, that's a
wow.
huge first
That
place for
is
him. Oh, and
insane.
Scar takes
And
over
Scar
second.
preaching to
Oh my
second.
god, 2
Oh,
seconds for
my.
Scar already.
It's a very good start from Scar.
Yeah, and Nino's still getting fourth after that, so not bad for him. And the standings are just so close. I mean, of course, it doesn't technically matter for these rounds, but it's gonna be important to see like who's in like that danger zone, who's gonna
Yeah.
be fighting for their life in the next couple rounds because uh, you know you might see some of these players getting desperate, looking for those points. Reese, what would
Obviously,
you
with
do in this sort of format? How would you approach this?
well, my 200 playstyle I think relies a lot on shock dodges, which is a lot easier in a 6v6 war because you've got your teammates that can pull it. Whereas I think in a free for all, you gotta get yourself in the front. I feel like that's gonna be the best way for these guys to play it is if they can get in the front and keep it, like that's what they gotta do. I mean, I wouldn't be able to, my lanes aren't good enough, but these guys are obviously these are the best players in the world. So I think that's what they're all gonna be trying to do.
Yeah, we got MKS, which is a pick by Ira, and she's one of the picks that has to play in. Uh, Her and Gabri are both playing in a time zone
Mhm.
where this is late at night or early morning for them. So, of course, Gabri is in Russia and Ira's in Japan.
Yeah,
So they had to, fix their fix their schedules to end up playing this at all. And I'm glad they
yeah,
could because those are two really really strong players that definitely have a shot at this as well.
definitely.
We see Scar already in first. XNTS,
Mhm.
I don't know if he went for coins at the beginning or decides to bag MKS.
Yeah, it seems like we've got some people bagging here,
Oh, wow.
which is
Okay.
interesting to see. Oh, he's got a star in sixth already,
And
getting
this
some coins.
this truck is not too different to 150, and I'm gonna
Mm.
frame a lot of what I say in terms of 150 because I am definitely a way better 150 player than I am 200. But uh,
Yeah,
this feels a lot more simple to drive on 200 than it does on 150.
yeah.
Just
I feel
because
like every like little misc or glider, like it's so much easier in 100. You
Yeah,
know,
some of
it's
them
good. Yeah.
are easier, and then I think of tracks like Hyrule Circuit, where that Nisk is just like it's so
Oh,
tight.
yeah.
Ooh, oh, the blooper is gonna be tough, but you do get to outrun with the
Get
boost
around to the
panels
boost
here.
panels.
Yeah, yeah, you have to go around there. I think he gets to outrun this blue actually. It's gonna be very close
I
to the
think.
end. This turn is where it gets you. But he
Yeah, it's like the
messed up.
hairpin.
Oh, it's
Oh,
gonna
he
hit him.
does feel a wee bit. He's
Oh
got a bomb in
no.
pocket. That oh,
He's gonna have to go for motion here. X and DS on the other hand
oh,
is going for
XNTS
motion.
taking a
The
motion in first.
second, I
I think
believe.
he got first. I think he might have clutched it.
No way.
Oh,
Okay,
Ira kept it. Ira
Ira,
kept it.
Ira picking MKS and capitalizing.
It
Now
seems to
tied with
pay
Scar
off.
on points on 26. I mean, this is I was not
It's
expecting some
heating up.
players in the standings here. Like,
Mm,
a lot of I thought maybe X and TS would dominate in the first room especially because I feel like he's just a player that gets started straight away and doesn't stop. It doesn't take a lot
yeah.
for him to get going, but a lot of players, they have to warm up and get some, races in before they can start playing at their best,
Mhm,
which is not something that benefits you in this sort of format since you only have 8 races per round. But um,
yeah.
I believe by now everyone's going to be warmed up enough to get some good races going. And we see Sherbet Land. Okay.
Ooh, that is a lucky pick if I've ever seen one. I know
Yeah,
he
I
loves
mean,
that track.
he's definitely probably the best player in the world on this track. So I don't blame him
Yeah,
for picking
yeah.
this track. And he's only on 21 points right now, which
Mm.
for Luckio standards, it's probably not as much as he'd like. So this is a huge track pick for him. We still
Yeah, if
see
he can get
Pianist
15
on
points here.
Brown Car, by the way, which I absolutely love. It's really fun to see off meta, even in the World Championships.
Yeah. So I would expect to see most people try and run this. I wouldn't expect like on MKS to see them bagging. I think this is really a case of get in the front, which we see XNTS doing here, and
Oh,
try
and
and hold on
Pianist's
to it.
up here too.
Look at him go in the
It just looks so silly. But XNTS is just remaining
getting some
strong with his
coins.
lines.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just watching. This is absolutely like beautiful to watch. Like he's
Mhm.
making everything look so smooth and easy, and it's not it's not
Yeah,
easy. I
it
can tell
really
you that.
isn't. It really isn't.
This track is
Especially the weird.
also one of the most difficult tracks in the entire game. So
Mhm.
it's phenomenal to see these launches look so smooth.
Oh,
Oh,
we do
that's an
see a shock
early
come out.
shock. Wow.
Couple people dodging, getting into set. So we might see some people coming up here. We see Scar
Yeah,
trimming up.
yeah, Scar pulling a star. He might be able to pull
Mhm.
something like triple greens here to take out some people in the back.
No, he
Oh,
does.
Look
He
at
does
that.
indeed.
And is he gonna chain this here? No, he's gonna hold. Maybe for a cut? Oh, to get around the Shy
Oh,
Guys.
nope.
Okay.
Yeah. See a
Well, the Shy
build up
Guys do look
here
like a
and say,
problem. Oh, I think that is, yeah. Zay, I believe Luckio is Lucky in first? I know XNTS is in second.
yeah.
Oh, it's Alpha
Oh,
in
it's Alpha
first.
in first. Did
Wow.
he wait?
He must have
Did he get
dodged. Oh,
hit?
wait, where'd he go? Oh, he must have like hit the crack or something. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Oh, that's
Pulling out the
gotta
first
hurt.
though. Yeah, that does have to
That's
hurt.
gotta hurt.
Oh, he did get third though, so he did recover a
Mm.
little bit, but yeah, that's 5 extra points that he could have gotten there, and that's rough. That is so rough,
Yeah,
especially at end of lap 3. That just goes to show, like, it's not easy. Some of the best players in the world are not are not getting the lines correctly on that track. So
yeah, yeah. Especially with the physics of like the ice, it can be so hard to drive when you're kind of like slipping about. You know what I mean?
yeah, and there's the hole that can just like randomly 90 you
Yeah,
into
just
the
clip you.
to the
Yeah,
ground. It's I that track is not fun for me. I gotta say that it's not fun.
yeah.
I whenever I played,
Honestly,
I tremble in fear every time. Probably one of my worst tracks, but X and TS, it's no sweat for him.
yeah. Just levels above. You know,
And Zay
years.
picking,
I mean, these guys have played it for years. You know what I mean? They're gonna know how to play it.
it's
But
interesting to see Sunset
unlike,
Wilds be picked. I'm not too
mm,
sure if this is a runner or a bagger because it kind of feels close to like DP3 from the original tracks, but at the same
yeah,
time, it's very, very short, which I guess is also kind of like DP3. So I wonder how many people are gonna bag or run
bag.
here.
Let's see what X and TS does in first. Looks like he's gonna be
Oh,
bagging it. Yeah,
okay. Only two people
only
running,
yeah.
at least off the bat. Maybe people are getting triple shrooms. Oh, only one person now
I
is running. I wonder who the Black Yoshi first is. Do you remember? Oh, it's
I do. Oh,
Scar.
it's
Okay.
Scar. Oh, it's Scar. Here we go.
Well,
Let's see what he can do.
yeah, the first lap is already done, and people are only halfway through their first lap while bagging. So, you can only really pull a shock starting at this last set, and Scar is already so far gone. You might be able to lap someone. Honestly, a bill for XDS in 5th place.
That is a nice pull with a golden
Wow.
pocket. If
There's
you can
the
dodge a shock
blue.
here, it's going to be very good.
I don't think, in this FFA format, you don't want to be dodging too many people, which is why I think running is even
Yeah,
better. We see Scar is not going to get shock blued, so you might be able to. I don't think he can outrun actually because of that term.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
the blue gets
there's the.
canceled. I
Ooh.
think is that Gabri dodging? Blue perfects it. Yes. Oh no. With Scar so far gone as well, and I think that's Zay. Yep, Zay
He's,
taking over
oh, it says
first
up here.
on his own
Scar's only
track
got
though
a
as well.
climb.
But top 4 are so far gone.
It is. And I
Wow,
think Zay's
and
going to be
triple
getting
streams
the
at the end.
first
Can he
here.
pass anyone?
Ooh,
No, not quite. Let's see. X and TS getting 8th. Okay.
getting eighth. Yeah.
So running did pay off for Scar there. Got him a top 6 spot. I mean, you're gonna take
Yeah,
that.
got him
Like,
fourth. Yeah.
I think people are gonna start to realize that running these baggers are actually a lot better than you might think because
Yeah, especially in the free for all. Yeah,
yeah, you
you
don't want to be
can't
dodging
eliminate a shot.
anyone in these
Mm,
in these free for alls. You have to make sure that the shock is really good for you, and the easiest way to tell is by just not dodging as many people as you
yeah.
would normally. So you're gonna see probably a lot of shocks get chained into sets or just used
Mm,
in random spots that you wouldn't expect. So,
yeah.
and I mean, at this point, you gotta wonder who's in that danger zone. Who's gonna be start to fight for these last points.
Mm.
Um,
So
because
obviously we've got XNTS and Zay. They're both tied MVP right now, so they're absolutely going to be fine. But let's have a wee look
mm,
here.
ooh, Tyson on
Janice on
18,
18, Mason on 18.
Nino
Those guys
29,
look like they're in
Alpaco a
trouble.
top player on 28,
Only on 28,
Gabri on
yeah.
22 as well. Yeah, a lot of those guys have got to hope for a good race here. Sydney Sprint,
Mm.
this is one of Gabri's, I know, favorite tracks because he picks it all the time in 200 Lounge, and I know his team Freeze loves this track in 66, so he could potentially get some momentum going.
Quite possibly. I mean, there's still 3 races left. Like, if you can get three first, that's an extra 45 points. So if someone can get a good race here and build that momentum, like you're saying, like they could be okay.
We see XNTS
XNTS.
already in the mid pack. And this track, I think, benefits a lot more for the bottom spots because,
Mhm.
people have a really tough time getting bumped on this track, and there's
Yeah,
not too many coins to go around. So we do see Alpaco, though. I don't know if
getting
he
into the
got first in
front.
the
Yeah,
last race, but I'm pretty sure he got a top spot ahead of XNTS at least. And now he's in first, holding it down.
XNTS probably going to be shrimming up here. Is he going to get into first? Yes, he is. He's going to be
Oh,
getting
it's
that
very
trail out,
close,
trying to
though.
get Alpaco.
Alpaco.
Oh, and he
What a
gets hit by the
boomerang!
Rang.
That was Lucchio's boomerang
Oh,
from third. Unexpectedly, it went really far there. And Lucchio in second now with the boomerang. He's going to throw it at Alpaco. Does not connect. Scar on the other hand with the red. He's going to go for a green
oops,
snipe
get
here
rid
at
of.
the long.
Oh,
I think that's
quite
Alpaco's
possibly.
back from first. Oh, he aimed it at the Nisk to try and mess up Lucchio. Ends up
Oh, he
getting the
manages
lag
to lag
trail.
trail. Oh,
Now he's in an amazing spot with this blue shell coming
with the
out.
blue coming out as
I
well,
think you could outrun this, but it's going to be very difficult, especially with Scar's
especially
reds
with these
behind him.
reds.
Oh, that's some silky smooth lines right there. Is the red going to catch
Is
up?
he get hit here?
No, he has a banana. Oh, he gets the chain as
Oh, I
well.
think
He's still
he's still
alive.
going. He's still going.
Can
I
he
think he's
outrun?
gonna get first
He's
here.
still what a absolute phenomenal run by Alpaco. That was insane.
That
Yeah,
is.
outran the
It
blue.
really is.
Yeah, you see the blues connect on our screens, but that's actually just lag. It's not
Mhm.
connecting to them on their screen. So Alpaco outran that blue at the end. Clutch first from him, getting all the way
Very
up into sixth
clutch.
place in the standings.
Those 15 points are going to go a long way for Alpaco here. And like you say, he's up here now, you know? We were
Hmm.
just saying, like, if someone can get first and build on that momentum, like we could see Alpaco really climbing his way up here, especially if he can get his track picks here.
Alpaco going for Paris, which is one of the premier
Mhm.
runners from the DLC. I think it's probably the only one that's as common as something like Moo Moo Meadows, or I mean, I don't think
Yeah,
anything's going to be as common as that, but it's pretty close. It might be second or third in that category of like hard runners.
yeah.
I'm surprised that not many of people have picked it so
Yeah,
far.
I've
I know
not seen it.
XNTS does,
Mhm.
but I haven't seen it much else from other people. So we see Toad Circuit. I believe that was from
Oh,
Nino, which he's on 37 points, which is not too bad. But if he can get a good race here, he'll be in a good spot. And um, Nino is probably, if I had to guess, probably the lowest ranked in 200 Lounge out of
out of all these
the
guys.
group at least,
Yeah,
or even in these 12. But he's doing solid so far.
he is. He's holding his own quite well. And it's going to be interesting to see who's going to choose to run this and bag it, because I know some people do like to run it, some like to bag it, and we see, I think, 3 people, 4. Yeah, we've got Scar, Alpaco, Luckio, and I don't know who's in first there. But
I think
everyone
that's
else looks like they're
XNTS.
opting to bag.
It might be
Mm.
XNTS in first. But yeah, this I believe is one of those tracks where you can just basically do whatever you want. Like you can shock
Yeah,
bag,
you
you
can
can
make
just run
yeah,
up a
you can make it
dodge.
work. Yeah,
You can make almost anything work, but you got to play well. And XNTS, of course, one of the best players in the world, is going to be, you know, probably playing
playing
well on this track.
well. Yeah. Oh,
I
he
can
gets the bomb
imagine.
here. Is he gonna hold it, or
Might
is he
go for
gonna try and
something
take second out?
sneaky here on Alpaca. Might go for like a bomb throw forward.
Yeah, especially with the
He's a
banana
little
in pocket, like
close.
he's got the safety. There is a blue shell. I don't think it's going to reach anyone to make any difference.
Oh, can he make it past this turn?
I
Oh,
think
it
I think
locks
he's
onto
good.
him. Oh, what? He made it.
Just
Okay.
in time.
Okay, nice. Well, he got first. Alpaco,
I
importantly,
think he
also
got
got
second,
second.
right?
Wait,
Oh
what happened
no,
to him?
he got
Oh, did
fifth.
it? Oh, it blew up. The
Oh,
blue blew up on him, I think,
oh,
and then
right
the
on the
bomb as
line.
well. Yeah, I think
Jeez,
so.
that's tough
Man,
for
yeah,
Alpaco,
that
but
is
still.
especially since he probably went wide for XNTS at the end,
Mhm.
and XNTS ended up going wide as well. So yeah, that's rough. But fifth is still okay. I mean,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, how many points is fifth? Is that 8? I think.
yeah.
Yeah, 8 points. So it's not too bad. It really isn't too bad. And we do see the Moo pick coming out from XNTS, and I think Part of me wants to see it get picked because I feel like you're just going to get to see some incredible like running from XNTS if it does get picked. Well, we have DS Mario Circuit, and
I don't think I've ever seen this or played this on 200 before, so I'm gonna
I
be
think,
interested to see
yeah,
what happens here.
I think it is a bagger like in 150. I think.
Yeah, for sure. But on 200, I have literally no idea because the cuts I think are a lot harder to take on 200 with shrooms, but they might be easier
Yeah,
without shrooms.
yeah, I think
So,
they are easier to finesse. Yeah.
so yeah, I'm wondering it might be like a half and half because there is still a lot of
Hmm.
cuts, but and a star is pretty good regardless. Yeah, we see about half the. Yeah, I was right somehow.
Yeah,
Half
but
the
half
room
and half split. Yeah.
is bagging. We're gonna see. Okay, so you start the what? You go inside the
Oh, there
trees?
you go.
Wow, that was
That's
silky smooth.
there is a red coming
Oh,
for
but
him,
the
and he
red
did
does
connect.
connect. Alpaco taking over first. Tyson. Oh, he's in an
Is he
awkward
getting
spot
red?
for
Oh,
those.
he's got greens.
Oh, he recovered so well there. That shrooming on that
Oh,
section on 150 is difficult enough, and the fact that he did it on
yeah.
200 and still survived is nothing short of incredible. Top two, very close. Oh, but I think Luckyo got the back
Ooh.
off. Or no, that was
Oh, I
Alpaco.
think
Sorry.
he.
Oh
Oh, he
no,
has. That is
score.
unfortunate.
Okay,
I think
well,
if I'm Scar, I try and get a dodge now. Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
think that's what he's going for. Golden
He
Ghost.
does have the ghost,
I
but
think the blue connected on the Alpaco first, and now
ooh,
everything is so close. XDS with Star Golden. Chains
that is
it
a
there,
nice pull.
surprisingly, actually. I thought he would hold it maybe for this cut. Oh, triple shrooms after is amazing.
If
Gets
there's
this
no
cut.
shock, I think it's his.
Oh, he got lag
Oh,
trailed. And he's getting redded, but he has triple nanas. Okay. Oh, no, he
oh, he
hoards the
gets hit by the
bill, but he
bill.
gets still hit by it. Oh, I think Alpaco got first. He's still getting fourth?
He managed to get
Huh?
fourth.
What, did he
I
get
don't
hit
what.
fifth?
I
How?
think so.
Okay. Okay.
But we do see
Okay,
Alpaco getting
XMTS.
first.
Wow. Okay.
That
And
is huge for Alpaco.
that is the end of the first round. So, yeah, we're right on schedule. So, the next room is opening as we speak. Scar getting 80 points right next to XNTS. Those two, are in a good spot because you probably need
Mhm.
something around 170 in terms of points to move on to the
Yeah,
next round. Or yeah, because you would double normally what 12 would get, and the average of
yeah,
12 is about 82. So the fact that XNTS already got basically half the points that he needs is a good sign. Scar as well.
yeah.
But the rest, they still have to play on their A game, no matter what in those next two rounds. And we're going to now move on to the second part of round one. Take it away, Reese. What are we looking at here?
So from the blue group, we've got Pony, Army, Fake Fire, Liquan, Eric Free, and Kuzu. And just like with last time, these guys are all very, very good. Personally, I'm kind of excited to see what Kuzu can do because I think he's quite sly and he can sometimes do some good plays. So I'm hoping to see some good plays from Kuzu.
All right, we'll take a look at the next group as well. Group red, I believe. Group green.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I knew that. Anyway, so we got Ewan, Darky, Ken Sadudu, Brandon, Miles, and Thomas. And I know Ewan is an absolute fan favorite. Of course, we see him all over the place. One of the best in the world. And I believe he, if I'm getting this right, I think he MVP'd all three of the 200 League
He did.
finals
He did.
matches.
I think one of them, I think he tied MVP, but I mean, it's still an MVP, which is
Yeah,
insane because
it's
that,
it's crazy to
that's
think
three matches or whatever of
in a
like the
row.
best players.
So he's
Yeah,
one of the favorites for sure. Darky, of course, was probably king of 200cc. You could call him. Uh,
yeah,
not even a year ago, and he's still on top. But you've got a lot more people to contend with for that title. Dudu, of course, from Brazil, one of the people will be saying this, and I think he can admit to this too. I'm sure he will, but one of the laggiest players I've ever played
yeah.
against in my entire
I would
life.
agree. I would
He
agree.
is impossible to hit, and he will just get you from just random places. It is crazy. He is a still very strong player because you won't win just based off lag. He has some of the best lines I've ever seen as well. And
Mhm.
we got Brandon as well. You know, I'm not too sure if he's played 200 recently, but when he was at the top of his game, he was one of the best in the world. Miles as
Mhm.
well, an up and comer, plays for Encore too, but he is one of their best players by far. Thomas is also a new recent player as well, just blasting into the 200 scene and making some noise. He has probably one of the best averages compared to like MMR in all of 200 Lounge, and I don't think I've played against Thomas actually, and I think I'm excited to see how he plays. Which
Mhm.
reminds me, our POVs for today or for this round are Thomas and Army. So we're gonna take a look at obviously one of the best time trials in the world, an Army who has recently also
Mhm.
taken up online play, and Thomas, who I have just said I've not seen really play before in 200. So, oh, we're starting. Okay,
Oh, we're
cool.
going.
All
There we go. That's how it's looking.
right, good to go. I didn't give him the go, but I'm glad he started just late enough because yeah yeah, we wouldn't want to miss out on any races.
We would not. I'm seeing a
And
lot less DLC this time,
I
which,
was just about to mention that.
yeah, yeah, we got three DP3s. We've got an Animal Crossing, we've got Ribbon Road, and of course Sherbertland as well.
Yeah, I
So
mean DB3 is one of those tracks. It's kind of similar to uh how would I say it? Like it's similar to Excite Bike Arena in terms of how often it's played
mhm,
in 200. It's just one of those
yeah,
tracks where you can do almost anything and get away with it, but it's very heavily dependent on shocks and your pulls. So
it is.
yeah, we're gonna take a look at Army to start off. Oh, we have Tanuki Cart pipe frame button
Oh
wheels,
my goodness.
and we have
Who
Scooty
is that?
leaf tires. What is going on with this room? That's Laquan. Okay, Laquan's on the uh, Tanuki pipe frame button tires combo. We see an
I
Inkling
wonder.
as well, and yeah, a lot more different combos this time compared
Hmm,
to our last room. But I was expecting a lot less diversity, to be honest, because ooh, that's rough for Army not getting the box
no
there.
box.
Um, I was expecting a lot more diversity, or a lot less diversity, because I was told by a lot of people that Yoshi Teddy Buggy is a lot better in 200 compared to 150, like in terms
Yeah,
of
it is.
how good it is
It is
compared to the
like
rest of the meta. Oh, and a
oh,
dodge for Army,
shock.
despite not getting that
That
second
is good.
set on lap one. Dodge of the shock with Bill Golden. Decides to build up here, which is interesting. Is it gonna drop him off? Oh, it's gonna drop him off right after the cut. Oh, the blue though. Oh, that
Oh, it
takes him
does
out.
hit him. It does.
But he has a golden for the end. Kensa Dudu has a ghost, I believe, or maybe I was seeing things. So he isn't a star now. Oh, the close ending.
He's getting
Ooh,
fourth.
fourth.
He
Not
does
bad for
get
Army
fourth.
to start
That
off.
is not bad.
Who got first? And Thomas getting 11th. Ooh, fake
It's
fire.
fake
Okay,
fire.
starting in first and
Good
ending in
start.
first. Darky got last. Oh, he's the other
Oh,
Tanuki Mario. I think he's the one on Scooty anti leaf tires. Is that, or is there three
I
Tanukis in the
think.
room?
I think there's the two. I think there was the two.
Interesting. I did not think that Darky would be using that combo. To be honest, I thought for sure he was a Yoshi Teddy main. But hats off to him. I mean, if it works, it works.
Well, hopefully it'll work a bit better because he did. Assuming it was him, he got last, right?
Oh, it's his OG combo. I'm getting word from the chat.
Oh,
I had no idea. Okay, so my guess is that he played this way back in the day, and it's gotten better actually, as because
hmm,
Tanuki got buffed
with the
in I
buffs.
believe it was
Yeah.
wave 5, and Scooty is I think probably the best or the second best vehicle in 150 now, even
Hmm,
compared to Ink Striker, because we see a lot more top players using that. So I wonder if it's
we
the
do.
same in 200 as well. Either way though.
Interestingly, Fake Fire manages to get his track pick here, so
Mhm.
I think he's going to be hoping that he can just run away with this.
Yeah, I mean this is one of those tracks where there's literally no shortcuts. So this is definitely a big
Yeah.
runner. And you see Thomas here skip the set, which means he's, Fake Fire is likely not going to be redded out here. Okay, I think is Fake Fire the Inkling? No, that's Doodoo. Oh,
Not
goodbye,
Ensign,
Thomas.
yeah. When Army's got a red behind
Oh
him.
yeah. Fake Fire was the Black Birdo. That's right.
Yeah.
We see Thomas
You see him
taking the
showing up
shortcut.
here.
That actually does save quite a bit of time, but I believe
Does.
you can also do it shroomless to like potentially dodge reds or something. Um,
Yeah.
Thomas is in fourth though. It's not a bad spot
Oh, someone
because
got hit out. He's up to third.
as I was about to say is the top three are likely going to take out each other, and
Mhm.
blue. I believe blue is pretty easy to outrun on this track actually, but yeah, you can see the reds are coming out for second. Oh, is he going to get the? Oh, he has to do it a
Does.
little bit awkward there, but he has a shroom to kind of recover himself. Oh, that shock!
Ooh, into
I think
glider.
Fake Fire dodged. Army also dodged. In third now.
And
But
there's a
Blue's coming
blue.
out, and they can't outrun with how small they are. And now 3 shrooms in first for Army. Is he going to chain here? He opts to keep the shrooms, leave second
Is it?
for himself, and keep Connie in first. Triple shrooms for Connie, though. Takes the cut, so does Connie. And it looks like these guys are going to remain top
Money's
two.
gonna
You
be.
and I believe
Yeah.
in the third. And Fake Fire, I think, retains fourth. Thomas, rough outing for
Down to
him, getting
ninth.
ninth there.
That is rough.
Yeah. Yeah, Army, I believe, is MVP. No, Fake Fire, still MVP. Okay.
Mhm.
Really close to the top right now. Those top five are within 2 points of each other.
Really close. But there we've seen the impact of a good shock dodge. I think Army managed to dodge in was it fifth, fourth, and
Yeah,
then was
something
able to
like
just
that.
kind of yeah. And I'm assuming Connie dodged as well. I wasn't able to see if he did, but I'm
I think it was
assuming
right.
he did.
It might have been right behind Army. I'm not too
Mm.
sure how he caught up,
Yeah,
but I believe he was in a star at some point, so he probably chained the star at the first set. And then obviously was able to catch up with how
yeah.
much star speed he had. And now Army's going for Wario Stadium, which is infamous in 200 competitive for being the track
Yeah.
that's like anti first. And Reese, I believe you have a few words to say about this track in particular.
Oh, I absolutely love RWS because I don't know if you guys know, but I've got the third United Kingdom 200C time, which is pretty cool if you ask me. But yeah, it isn't the best if you're in first. So I think Army got second there, so that's probably why he went to pick
Yeah,
it.
exactly. But we see Royal Raceway. I love that this
Mm.
track is picked at 200 because it's not very common in 150. It
Yeah,
feels like it plays. I'm gonna keep giving this reference because it's pretty accurate, but it's like Sunset Wilds or DP3 in that
yeah,
in that sort of way because you know there's so many off-road shortcuts. Shock is very impactful. Army already getting up into first.
yeah. I think he's just going to try and get some coins here and just try and break away because like Army is one of the best time trialers as we know. So if he can get himself into first and run away, he is gonna break away.
Yeah,
He's got the length to back it up.
and 200 is now his specialty. So he's backing out for blue.
Oh, and there's a
Gonna
blue.
go for it
Yeah,
still? Oh, okay. Oh, that went for Darky, who actually read it out. Or wait, is Darky outrunning it? I'm so confused. But Connie got hit by something, which it looks like the blue
yeah.
at least. I believe Doodoo's now in first. Plant for Army's interesting. Maybe he's gonna be able to catch up to Brandon here. No, he has to hold
Oh, look at
it.
his Nana.
I guess because he saw the red still going for him, he's gonna drop it here on the straight. Okay.
Oh, and here comes the plan. Funny's gonna have to shroom away here. Try and not get
Oh, it's
planted.
so awkward for this section though. Yeah,
Oh, and he
that's
gets
rough.
starred.
We're gonna switch over to Thomas. He's in a star in six right now. Oh no, but he got the
Oh,
wrong
that
line.
does not.
He tried to go for that single box, but he couldn't get the drift off, and now he's in ninth. He's gonna have to pray that he gets a really good box here. Or he has to just take cut. Yeah, he's gonna go for box. Ooh, and that's
Gets
not what he
star.
wanted. I think he wanted
I
shock or
don't think
bill
there's
there.
gonna be the shock.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I thought he
he got
recovered a lot more
A.
spots. That's actually
Not
pretty
bad
decent.
though.
Darky got first. Okay, he's returning to form. Got that first place recover from those subpar first couple races, and now
Yep,
it's standings are starting to shape up. They're starting to shape up.
they are. I think who's its MVP at the minute? Do you remember?
I think it's two people tied on 31. I'm not too sure who it
Yeah,
is.
that sounds
I
right.
think one of them is Army though, and I think the other one is probably Connie, if I had to guess.
I think so. Is that who's it? Who's the me there with the crown? Is it Connie's me? I don't
No, it's
think it is.
Eric Free. That's Eric Free's me.
It's Eric. Oh, so
Yeah. Oh, that's
Eric.
only one of them
He's
actually.
so Eric snuck up into first there, into MVP even.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He definitely got first there, right? Because there's how else would it? Yeah, he's picking RMP as well, which is one of his favorite runners. So that does make a lot of sense. Okay, Waluigi
Oh, but
Stadium. We saw this in the
Waluigi.
last round.
Mhm.
We're getting it here again. I wonder if this track is actually this popular or if it's just luck of the draw that we're getting it.
I think with the top players that learn the lines, I think it is quite popular because if people don't know the lines, they're going to get exposed for it.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, Darky's still on Tanuki Scooty Leaf tires. I thought he might switch to rollers, but no, he's just sticking to his guns. Is that Yoshi Pipe Frame? Am I saying that right? Who is that? Okay,
I
we see
don't
Arby shooting
know.
into first.
Oh, with Shroom, there we go. 5 coins. He's in a pretty good spot right now, I think.
That double box is really easy to get.
It is.
A lot easier than on 150. And Arby's already accrued himself a pretty big break, which is
He already has a pretty good. Yeah, this is. He's in a
oh,
very good spot. Double greens in first.
oh wow, that's different than what I saw XNTS take that line. I think he takes a or Scar. At least I know I saw Scar trick off the last ramp, but Army
Yeah,
decides
yeah. It was
to
an empty
riff
trick
off
that
it.
started, I think. Yeah.
It's interesting to see the different ways people take these. Oh, that's a
Oh, and a
bomb. And
bomb.
it's probably dropped
Is
right
he?
here
Are
on
we
the
going to see it come out
landing.
here or just around the corner? Yeah, there it is.
Ooh, there it
And it
goes,
does get
right
Connie. It does
on to
get Connie.
Connie. Oh, okay, that blooper kind of messed him up with the line, but oh, he's able to avoid the bananas. I think Duda got hit by him, and I
Oh,
think whoever's in third there, I forgot, but yeah, Army now massive break. He has to hope for no blue shell because he can't outrun it at the final turn.
oh,
There's
and
the
the
shock.
shot. It's going to get the boxes at least, I think, or
Oh,
only
not the
one.
second one. Oh, he doesn't get the extra
Oh,
boost. Oh, he doesn't get that
oh, and
boost
he hits the
either. What a
tire.
disaster! Fake fire.
No,
Triple
there's a
Reds in
fake.
first. Takes out Kazu. Oh, he has to go top here to avoid the greens. Fake fire. Wait, did that horn get anyone on the bottom? It might have.
It
Army
might
still got
have. He
second.
did. He does
Wow.
get a second out of that. And is that fake? Is that fake in
Yeah,
first?
that's fake in first.
That is fake.
Now he's taking over MVP. Eric and Connie both getting bad races. Army still retaining that 40 point
Mhm.
you know pace after four.
Very close up the top there between I think it's the top four players. Fake, Army, Coney, and Eric. I think are all very close to each other. So if any of these guys get first, like they're probably just going to go up to the MVP spot. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be tight between these guys in the last races. I think.
And the great thing about this format is you don't have to worry about the position so much. All you got to really worry about
Mhm.
is your own points and your own pace. And if you're at a good
Yeah.
pace on your own, you don't really have to worry about too much what other people are doing. Um, like I said, that 170 benchmark is probably what we're going to see for top 12
Yeah.
in the total 3 rounds. So look out for that number. And we see ISS Outpost for Brandon. I wonder what spots are good for this track.
I'm honestly not too sure in 200. I would guess it'd probably just be a running track. So anyone in the top,
And I do want
I
to
don't know.
mention Ewan, who was, mentioned as one of the best players in the world,
Mhm.
is not doing so hot right now. After 4 races, he's
He
only
is
on about like 25, 26 points, something like that. So
he is having it tough, it seems, but there's still 3 races left, so
I think there's
we could see
4.
something
Yeah,
come out. Yeah,
yeah, because Army was on 41 after 4, I believe, and
yeah,
Fake Fire.
yeah. That's right. So we got 4 left. So I mean, there's still plenty of time for like any of these guys in the bottom to get back up there, but they're gonna need to get a good race now, before it is
Oh,
too
what a
late.
green onto Eric there, and now he's in fourth, contend with Miles, and Ewan's in the front. We see Thomas
We've
in
got
first.
Thomas in first with a
Bomb back onto
bomb.
Ewan,
That
taking
is
him
Ewan
out.
gone.
And that's really good for him. Gets himself a little bit extra space for himself. Outrunning blue on this track, I believe, is impossible, if I'm not mistaken, because you have to
Mhm.
outrun on this turn, which I think the blue skips on this turn, and then on the
Yeah.
last turn as well. Beyond that, I don't know if it's possible. We see Thomas still retaining first. There has not been a blue yet. Double protection. It's going to keep
Getting a
him
blueprint
safe.
as well.
And still
Yeah,
no
I
blue.
think he just holds. I think he just holds his protection here, just
Yeah, I mean,
because unless there's
what
a
else do
blue
you
or
do?
shock, it's yeah, he's safe.
No reds for
Especially
Army
when
to take out
Army's
Thomas.
only nothing to kill Thomas out. I think Thomas is going to get first here.
Ooh, the red could be a problem. Oh, it takes out fake
Oh,
fire? Wait, what happened to Thomas?
what
Oh, oh, he still got first. Okay.
He keeps it.
I don't know what
What
happened,
happened
but
there?
for some reason, Army caught up like really close to him at the end. But that's a really big race for Thomas. And Ewan only getting
Yeah,
seventh. He's in eighth place overall. He's in that danger zone that we were talking about.
he is. He is, which is very surprising for you. But
Yeah, but he
I mean,
still has
there's
what 18 races. Like he has plenty of time.
yeah, definitely. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him if he doesn't do great here. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go off in the next two. But this is definitely not the start he was wanting. I can tell you that.
And Thomas, after getting first, decides to go Sunshine
Sunshine Airport,
Airport.
I think. Yeah,
Okay, so a lot of variety in terms
interesting.
of runners. I thought it was going to be a lot of
Mm,
Moo Moo Meadows and Paris Promenade. So,
yeah.
I'm glad to see we're getting the variety. Oh, and since I have my alerts up on my OBS, thank you, Alberto, for the raid. Appreciate it, man. I hope you enjoy your stream, and I hope you enjoy the 200cc World Invitational Championships. It's going to be a lot of fun today, and I'm glad you could join us. Meanwhile, we're seeing Mount Warrior, which that's an insta spam red
Ooh,
from Army, but he messes up
what
and
is?
now is in the back. I don't know who survived that beginning. It looked like Thomas didn't. Nope, never
Oh, it
mind. I
is.
stand
No, Thomas
corrected.
did.
And yeah, you got to go around here on the glider. This is way
Mm,
faster than taking the 150 lines. And yeah, this is how you take it for sure. And Thomas is gonna back this Nana to try and get another protection. He does,
I
and he
think
gets the
so. He
red.
does.
Good play on him. Now has another
Very good.
protection. Do they go for the Nisk here? I think they do, right? They just go to
I think.
straight.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, you're just gonna hop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks a lot easier than I thought it would be. Okay. Uh, oh, you just avoid all the logs. Okay. I thought he would for sure back the Nana there, right in between the trees, but decides to hold on. He's keeping first here, which is really good for his points. Ooh, that's a tight section there. That
That
looks
is.
scary
That
for
is
Thomas.
tight.
Does not get the mini turbo there, but it's okay. He's still in
He's got a good
first.
enough break. Yeah, he's got a very good break here, and he is. Oh,
Ooh, the
he gets
shock and
shocked,
the
and
blue.
there's a blue.
I don't think he can outrun this either. Yeah, he's too slow for the end. Go!
Oh, I think
He's gonna maybe keep
darking up and
second.
getting first. He
Wow,
does
I'm
get
so surprised
second.
he kept second there. And Army's in the
Darky
back,
sneaking
has
in at
nothing
first
to show
though.
for it. He's gonna have 11th. Ewan gets 10th.
Oh,
Another bad spot for Ewan.
dearie me, dearie
Darky
me.
getting first. But yeah, Thomas is recovering. He's
Ooh,
in fourth place overall now, after only having like
Thomas
20 points
is
after 4 races.
very good comeback, very comeback, and we've got two left. So if he can get another two good races, like he could be in first. So Darky got first there, and which track is he picking here?
I think
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's DK.
okay, DKS. This
Oh,
track is uh unfortunately we don't have technical with us today. Technical could not make it. He's one of the he has the world record on this track and by quite a bit. He would have, had people going running for the what's the saying? Running for their money? No, that's
running
not
for
the
the
saying.
hill.
Whatever. Anyways, the point is, he would have been one of the best players on this track. Thomas decides to bag straight away. I think is he the
Mhm.
only one? No, there's one other.
Yeah, the two white Yoshis, I think, are backing. But I think, well, I mean, he's on zero, well, 1 coin now. But I think getting coins is quite difficult on this track. So he's going to try and get them up and probably catch up, I would guess.
Oh, and taking this double to
And
star is kind of hard. Turns on smart steering. I do that on 150 a lot, so it's
yeah,
glad to see. I'm glad to see that is transferring over to 200 as well. Um, Also, that last half pipe at the end takes some names, and I think it already took two
it
people
does.
out already. So, yeah, that last half pipe might just ruin some people's days, and this track is probably it's the custom track of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in terms of
It really is.
how
The
janky it
physics
is,
of it can
and
be,
it's
yeah, yeah.
so bad. And yeah, looks like Thomas is gonna do the exact same thing. He
Oh, it
went
didn't
too
work out
high.
for him there. This
What?
drop off is horrible. I think
Okay,
he's gonna
I
need a
guess you can't
shock
have
now.
that much faith in smart steering because it'll just do that. I'm guessing he was also surprised at what happened to
Mhm.
him there because I've never seen smart steering not work quite like that before. Okay, a bill is pretty good. He's gonna bill right here. Wait for the cut. Okay, that's what I thought. I think this bill's gonna drop off. Ooh, what a shock
Oh,
dodge!
dodges a shock.
And this is really good because oh, crazy! It's not what he wanted. Oh, the bill drop off is so bad.
Oh,
He has to go around both cuts, and he's gonna get a bottom spot here, unfortunately. Triple red,
get
so
some
I don't think
reds.
it's
I
gonna
think it
gain
might be
him
too
any
late.
spots.
Oh,
Oh
and
no!
that's
That's what I
oh,
was talking about.
it's claimed him. It's claimed him,
It's
Gyro. It
claimed
did.
him. Connie has first though.
Oh, Yoon getting a good spot for like the first time, I think,
Yeah, I
getting
mean,
second.
there's what 9 players who are in
Mhm.
decent spots. Top 9 are all 45 or more, which
Yeah,
after 7 races is about average. So those 9 players are in the hunt, but on the other hand, those bottom 3 are kind of breaking away. So they really need to get some. Um,
get some points before it's too late. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
but we do see Connie picking cows, so I think he'll be hoping it can get picked, and he can just take advantage of that essentially free run. And Yoon in seconds going high roll.
All right, and yeah, we're seeing a lot more original tracks coming out now because
We
I
are.
think they've exhausted the tracks that are like kind of heavy skill differential. And so we see
Yeah,
high roll
yeah.
circuit. This track is not nearly as common in 200 as it is in 150, and it's much harder to play, in my opinion at least.
Uh,
So
yeah, I think
uh,
that final misc is like compared to 150 is very difficult
one of the most
because you
difficult tracks
gotta,
in the game.
yeah, definitely. Because if you go in too quick, you just get messed up. You go in too slow, you get messed up. It's not
It
fun.
so yeah, I wonder if we have if Army's POV is down at the moment, or yeah, we might just have to stick with Thomas for the rest of this. But Thomas is a very good 150 player. He's going to be in Division 1 finals for his team BRE. So we're going to see how does he take this in 200. Oh, gets lag
Oh, he
trailed
gets
right after hitting
trailed in
Z.
it. That is unfortunate for him.
I've
And
seen a lot
takes
of
someone
different
out for it.
approaches for the Nisk, and we see Army in
Mm.
first. This is definitely a lines track, so this is kind of
Yeah,
expected for him. You also take the cut a lot differently. You don't even go for the box because the trick ramp takes you way too high. So
yeah.
you'll see a lot of people skip the boxes and go to the left instead. Let's see how Army
I mean,
takes the cut here.
yeah.
I'm interested to see.
Oh,
Oh, he goes really far
that
and
was
break trips for
amazing.
both. Okay. That is not easy, by the way, guys. It is
Yeah,
so difficult.
Inc-
I don't know if he can
incredibly
outrun
difficult.
this blue. Is it possible? Oh,
It
not even
doesn't seem like, and
here.
he's gonna get on the glider.
I don't think he can do it at any part of the track. That's really unfortunate that he gets blue there.
Miles and Yoon sneaking up there now.
See fake fire as
Brandon as well
well.
up here with Nanas, and
Oh,
he does
only
get
a pump
Army
for
there.
Army. He's gonna be in a rough spot. Oh, but he's catching back up. A lot of
He's
people
up here.
died. Oh, but the Nisk was not. Yep, that's
Oh,
exactly what I mean. It's much more difficult than Army made it look on the second lap, but he still keeps
yeah.
fifth.
I think he gets fifth out of that.
A
Yeah.
little bit of a lag at the
Oh,
end. Hopefully it doesn't disconnect. We might have to reopen the room. Oh, nope, it finished.
nope, we're good.
Do we have 2 DCs? Is that what happened?
Not too sure. Is anyone set in?
Okay, I think they're counting it.
Mhm.
Someone just found out this is an FFA, and they weren't paying too much attention.
But
Okay.
I think it was fake fire. He got the MVP there, and then there was a two-way tie second. I think between Army and
I think Thomas got a solid spot at the end. I believe Army
Mhm.
was also up there. Um,
Yeah.
I believe there's 3 people in the danger zone right now that are on fairly low
Mhm.
points. But, yeah, we're gonna take a tiny break and